Get a £5 free bet every week with Offer Club from William Hill. Simply stake a total of £20 or more across the week on pre-match football accumulators with 4 or more selections, and you'll get a £5 free bet on the Friday. Join William Hill Offer Club on mobile or online now.
UK people are so in tune with boxing, man, that, I mean, everywhere I went, they respected me to the point where I think I lost a half a shirt. And let me tell you, I know Philly and I know the States love me too, but I never lost half of my shirt going through a lobby or going through an arena, but literally half of my shirt. I mean, I felt like a rock star. But again, man, I'd like to say thanks to everybody out there in England who gave me not only my just due, but they gave me highly respect, man. And you know, I hope I signed everybody autograph because I damn sure was late for every place I had to go. So I told HBO, man, I couldn't get through the lobby, and they understood. But I had a great time. I had a time to reflect on the middleweight division, which has been represented by a credible guy named Triple G, who deserved to be in that position. And to actually call the fight and talk to him 3 times out there in London, and of course the 2 times was dealing with HBO, with the fighters and announcers meeting before the weigh-in, and then we had also after the ring fight was over, as you watched and seen if you wasn't there, Triple G was ringside. So it was a good experience out there. I would love to go out there again.
Was that to your surprise, taking into consideration the differences you and Joe Kazagi had when you guys fought each other? Were you surprised how they accepted you so quick? I mean,
yeah, and I think that too. That's definitely one of them. And I think that they just so hardcore boxing knowledgeable fans in London. They know their sport. They know boxing. They know legends. They know guys that put it out there, whether you're from London or you're from the States. They respect craftsmanship work. And I know that I gave all, in the 28 years, that deed to be able to be called that. That deed is that work. Put that work in. And you know, fight fans, you don't have to be hardcore, but fight fans are hard to be tricked and hard to be fooled. And they know, we know. I think we got the most knowledgeable fans in sports. It's boxing fans. They know. They inherited from their fathers. They inherited from their uncles, because their uncle's going to tell them about the old, and they're going to tell them about now.
What excites you about this fight, Bernard? Liam Smith and Canelo.
What excites me about this fight is the suspicions of this fight. The suspicious, no boogeyman, but the suspicious of this fight is we know that when things normally supposed to go where everybody believes it should go the way, normally it's always something that we didn't expect. You cannot get that from any other sport the way we get that in boxing. We've seen things happen. Obviously, I'm on the A side, and that's a good way to say the A side. I'm on the A side, and I want the A side to go in there and take this fight like he's fighting top guys, like he's fighting whoever the fans is saying and choosing and hollering, screaming for him to fight. Whether it's Triple G, whether it's this guy or that guy, at the end of the day, he must look at Smith, even though he's not, and make him who he feels that he wants at the end of the day. And that keeps you honest as an athlete. I'm educating y'all now. It also keeps you on point to realize no matter what people say, if you don't look good, you're bad. If you look too good, the guy was overmatched. So you had a situation where get it out of the way sooner than later. If not later, then get it out of the way respectfully, where now it could be some comparison made between KELL BROOK and Smith. And it could be some comparison made on opinionated, whether it change your mind out there or whether it still stay the same. Canelo has a commercial now that he can display by telling the people that, hey, Triple G didn't fight the people, the person that y'all want him to fight is me. And guess what? I know that I ain't fight the person or the fighter that y'all want me to fight. But in the meantime, I'm going to give you a commercial before we both get in the ring sooner than later of 2017.
And was Golovkin good or bad in your take? A lot of people feel it was the Golovkin we used to see, or
I would say one word that says it all: vulnerability.
Why? What about what's behind that one word? Like he said, what's vulnerable? What's behind that?
When you have experience, very few fighters have, of longevity in a division where you're blasting everybody out, or you just systematically beating them and you're racking up defenses. It's called boredom. And boredom will set in on the best athletes in the world if they don't get what they want in time that they feel they should have it. Boredom is a mind thing. It has nothing to do whether you are credible for being who you are or where you got or where you at. That proves itself by being in that position. Boredom is when you want something that is not coming fast enough and you realize that the clock is ticking. You normally don't get up for fights that you know that is not really in your heart to fight. But you must stay busy. You must push forward. So when the welterweight that can fight, that I have a more respect for now than ever, KELL BROOK, comes up from 47 to 60, that's a big jump. And some would say, and justifiably right to say it, wait a minute, wasn't this guy saying that Canelo did this? And then you turn around and call the kettle black and do the same thing? When you understand a situation, you got to look in the past to share light on the future. And when you look at the past to share light on the future, you would say, there's a guy in his team accusing Canelo of doing this and doing that, but then you turn around and do the same thing. Then you look at it and say, wait a minute. If this is going to be done on both sides, then we want it to end quickly before we go into the next year. And that's not what I'm hoping. I'm telling you that's what's going to happen, because guess what? The fans going to show with their dollars, they're going to show with their viewership, and nobody wants that. So, as a businessman slash fighter slash analyst, you can say expert, I'm putting all these things together and giving you 4 different hats and 4 different opinions, but it's all the same. So when you have that type of mist in the air, we must calm it down.
Is that a 50-50 fight in your opinion at this point? If
a 50-50
Canelo
fight.
and Triple G, if they were to fight today, would that be a 50-50 fight?
It depends on where they fight at, not place.
Conference location. You guys can talk
But
to
wait.
them over there. Let's walk that way.
And who's the A and who's the B?
Should Canelo get criticism for having the best resume in boxing in 2016?
Well, I think Canelo should get criticism because he is the top superstar in boxing, and that don't come with praises. That comes with all kinds of things. You have to go through, see, to be on top, you got to understand the criticism is part of the luxury of being the top guy. So I think that if everybody is agreeing with you and nobody see nothing else, then that means you're doing something wrong.
James Smith, watch my fight with Canelo Alvarez this Saturday live on BoxNation.